The two highly recommended long reversible birth control for young women are the IUD and the implant. In this video, I'm going to be discussing and showing you how these birth control methods look like, how effective they are, the differences between the IUD and the implant, and the side effects. I've also had personal experiences with both contraceptive, and I'm going to be sharing my experiences. This video focuses on just two birth control. However, if you want to know about the other birth control methods available for young women, I have a video on that. The link is right below. And if you want to hear about my story looking for the perfect birth control in Lagos, Nigeria, I have a link below as well. The implant has been reported to be 99% effective and can last from 3 to 5 years depending on the brand that you have. The implant is like a match-sized rod that is inserted under the skin of the upper arm. This implant is a hormonal contraceptive that work by preventing ovulation and thickening the cervix mucus, so making it difficult for the sperm to move. There are two types of hormones depending on the implant that you have. The one rod implant, often known as the Nexoplan Implanon, has the ethnogestrel hormone, while the two rod implant releases levonorgestrel. The Nexoplan is more expensive than the two rod implant. Inserting this implant is often quick and painless. The doctor cleans the arm and numbs the area, then use a special needle to insert the implant in your skin. The Nexoplan implant makes this process relatively easier because it has both the needle and the implant in one place. However, the two-rod implant is a bit difficult because you have to attach the needle to it. So it's like automatic versus manual. Removing the implant also is relatively easy. The doctor just numbs the area, creates a little incision, and the rod is pulled out. Because it's hormonal, the side effect differs for everyone, but it subsides in a few months. So women could experience things like irregular bleeding and spotting for 3 to 6 months, lighter periods, tender breasts, acne, headache and dizziness, change in mood and appetite. The IUD is a tiny device that is put in the uterus to prevent pregnancies. It looks like a T-shaped piece of flexible plastic. Unlike the implant, the IUD has a non-hormonal option referred to as the copper IUD. So women could either choose a hormonal IUD or a copper IUD that often lasts from 5 to 10 years. And just like the two-rod implant, the hormonal IUD releases levonorgestrel that stops ovulation. That means that the egg does not leave the ovaries, and if the egg doesn't leave the ovaries, there is no egg for the sperm to fertilize, and if there's no egg and the sperm can fertilize, there's obviously no pregnancy. That's how it works with the ovulation. It also thickens the cervix mucus to make it difficult for the sperm to move. However, the copper IUD gets its power from the copper. It makes it difficult for them to swim or reach the egg. The scariest part of this birth control method is the insertion, because it seems very invasive, but the thing actually lasts less than 5 minutes. The nurse and doctor would use a speculum to open up the vagina and then use a special inserter to put the IUD through the opening of the cervix and into the uterus. The string that is 1 or 2 inches long is put to come out of the vagina. That way you can put your hands into your cervix to make sure that it's intact, and it also makes it easier for the doctor or the nurse when it's time to take it out. This string is not visible and your partner will probably not feel it during sexual intercourse. Once it's inserted, you may feel a sharp pain that lasts from 1 to 2 minutes. Some women feel dizzy during or right after the insertion, so it's advisable to go with someone if you can, or rest appropriately after the insertion before leaving. After the insertion, some women feel serious cramping and backache that can be reduced with over-the-counter pain medication. There is also a chance of spotting or irregular periods, but this subsides after 3 to 6 months. Lighter period or no period at all are experienced by women who are on the hormonal IUD. They also tend to have lighter period pains. However, if you're using the copper IUD, your period might get heavier and your period cramps might be worse than it used to be. But this subsides again after a few months. With birth control, remember everyone reacts differently. So it's best that you're patient to make sure to find the right one that suits you and your lifestyle. I started with a 2-rod implant, but I kept spotting for like a month or two. I just couldn't take it anymore. I went back, I took it out, and I got the IUD. With the IUD, my periods got worse, my cramps also got worse, but this reduced after a few months. I've been using the IUD for almost 2 years now, and it feels really good. So speak to your nurse or your doctor to learn the different birth control. You need to be patient with this because it takes a while for your body to adjust to this birth control, but it's absolutely worth it. And also remember that this long reversible birth control, the implants and the IUD, do not prevent from STDs. So if you are having sexual intercourse with someone that you haven't tested with, please make sure to use a condom. Well, have it there, the difference between the IUD and the implant, how they are inserted, effectiveness, and how they work. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this week's video. I hope you learned something from it. What birth control method would you want to go on? Hearing the different methods and how they work, I want to hear from you in the comment section. And if you're already on a certain birth control, how is your experience with this birth control? I want to hear your experiences as well. Thank you guys so much again for watching. My name is Lolo Cynthia, and I'll see you next time.